So responding to the question of how we will live together, first of all, we have to take into account that our housing has been thought so far more to the individual needs and to an individual approach, but also especially to the market needs. No? So the housing was produced not having the human life in the center and how we can live there, how can we develop our full life in this space, but actually it was more meant to make it more profitable, more easier to manage. And if we have to think on the question on together, definitely has to be done in a different way than the majority of housing that, at least in our country, has been done the last decades.
So, in a way, understanding architecture as a tool, we think it's essential to understand how housing, through the experiences of cooperative housing that we have in the world, can be understood as an infrastructure of sustainability of life. So, how taking into account the real needs in different stages of our life, and taking understanding also that the community has needs that are going to evolve through time. So we are trying to understand this as an infrastructure which is flexible, which enhance the interaction, that also allows the population and the capacity of people to use it in different ways. So in a way, I think there is no together. So I think it's like several ways to live in community.
When we think on this idea of a spatial contract in collective housing, first thing that comes to our minds is this dichotomy on public and private spaces, no? And how normally it has been done in a clear border, no? Like a clear distinction. You are either in one type of space or the other, and how maybe we can propose intermediate spaces.
It's also this idea of transition and this dichotomies, which is interesting also to bring to the Biennale. So this the curtain and as a mechanism, it is also a way to expose this dual faces of this kind of spaces here in La Borda, through this idea of elements which are also really flexible and adaptable, and at the same time also brings us the opportunity to understand the dual phases of the architecture and the process behind, and the thoughts and the transition of the community in terms of imagining La Borda and living in La Borda.